Welcome to the Explainer. Look, if you're a COO, a product leader, or if you're the one leading AI transformation in your enterprise, we really need to talk about a fundamental shift that just hit the industry. Today, we're doing a reality check on enterprise AI deployments. And it starts with a very direct, critical look at how we actually measure risk when we roll out autonomous agents. Okay, let's dive into this. For years, the standard enterprise playbook has kind of been to rely entirely on the AI vendors themselves, right? You buy the model, and you implicitly trust the builder's safety scores. But we've got to challenge that baseline assumption. I mean, asking an AI vendor to grade their own homework, that is a massive vulnerability. It's honestly like asking a fox to audit your henhouse security. Relying on those vendor-supplied assurances really just creates an illusion of safety. When vendors test their own models, they naturally have inherent blind spots and, let's be real, misaligned incentives. Replacing this is the absolute necessity of independent evaluations. Neutral third-party auditing isn't just nice to have anymore. It's rapidly becoming a non-negotiable industry standard to actually mitigate your enterprise risk. And this isn't just theory, it's actively happening right now. In Anthropic's recent release titled Donating Our Open Source Alignment Tool, they announced they're handing over their internal testing toolbox, Petri, to Meridian Labs. This is a massive catalyst for an industry-wide paradigm shift. When a top frontier AI builder publicly acknowledges that alignment tools need to live outside their own walls, you know independent testing is the new gold standard. Now, if you're wondering, Meridian Labs is an independent AI evaluation nonprofit. Actually, think about this strategically for a second. Anthropic previously donated the Model Context Protocol to the Linux Foundation to establish an open standard. Well, handing Petri over to Meridian Labs does the exact same thing for safety. It ensures this tool remains entirely neutral, highly credible, and fundamentally free from any single lab's influence. And this brilliantly illustrates where the tech is heading. Under this new umbrella, Petri's been upgraded to version 3.0. This is a tool that's been battle-tested internally on Claude Sonnet 4 5.5, and externally by the UK's AI Security Institute. The major upgrades include adaptability, which lets you split the auditor and target models, depth through a deep integration with the Bloom alignment tool, and crucially, a massive leap in realism through a brand new add-on called Dish. Let's focus on why that realism upgrade is so incredibly vital, because it exposes a massive flaw in how we've been doing things. Anthropic researchers noted something fascinating. A model can often deduce from various artificialities in the setup that it's actually part of a test. That is a huge blind spot. If models know they're being evaluated in a sterile lab setting, enterprise leaders simply aren't seeing how they behave in the real world. So, that brings us to Dish. Dish is the new Petri add-on specifically designed to inject real-world enterprise reality directly into AI alignment testing. It completely shatters that illusion of safety we talked about by moving away from those artificial lab conditions, where the AI knows full well it's being watched and graded. Now, what's really interesting about this is how Dish actually runs the evaluations. Instead of using a sanitized environment where the AI acts on its absolute best behavior, Dish evaluates the model against your actual real production system prompt. It tests the real software scaffold, the exact wrapper that the AI uses to meet its goals in your enterprise, literally evaluating the model exactly how it's going to be deployed. Because of this handover, Meridian Labs is quietly building a formidable, open technology stack. Petri now joins other powerful independent evaluation tools like Inspect and Scout. This creates an accessible, unified ecosystem for independent researchers, governments, and enterprise labs to rigorously evaluate AI without having to just take the vendor's word for it. It's a real game changer. Which really leaves us with this crucial question to summarize our core takeaway today. Are your enterprise agents truly aligned, or are they just acting because they know they're sitting in a vendor's test environment? You absolutely have to recognize the risk of vendor conflict of interest here. The tools that test whether an AI is behaving honestly are now finally independent from the companies that build and sell the AI. So here is a concrete action you can take this week. In your next deployment meeting, do not just accept the vendor's safety sheet. Ask your engineering team for an independent evaluation metric. Demand that third-party validation. Because honestly, if your AI is only behaving safely when it knows the vendor is watching, what is it going to do when it's finally alone with your enterprise data? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I hope this empowers your next big deployment.